are you feeling today? Good morning, Tess. I am going live on YouTube and Instagram. I need your help. Hello. Hi, Sue. I am doing something crazy this morning. I am attempting to do something people have been bugging me to do. Hi, Lisa. Good morning. I am going live on both YouTube and Instagram. I have no idea what possessed me. Somebody said you should do it, so I'm doing it. So now I have to pin this thing from Stacy. Yeah. Oh, here goes the damn thing falling. I tell you, why is it that I love adventures so much? I have decided to go live on Instagram and YouTube at the same time. It was something, who told me? Belinda said, why don't you do that? It can be done. No instructions, but the phone is here, StreamYard is over here, and there I am. So I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing, but I'm trying it. You know, you never know what you're going to get when you try something new. So it is, the whole idea is to try to do it new. So anyway, let us look at what our topic is before I go completely crazy here. There is somebody on YouTube, but I don't know who. They didn't sign the name, so you cannot see. And so, guys, just bear with me on my adventure. Where there is no adventure, there is no brain function, and we want to keep the brains going. So good morning and welcome to the Morning Blessings. Here you are. Let us see what we can do with this topic we have today. Mistakes. It's really all about mistakes. Mistakes, they said, are therefore to help us. We don't believe that, do we? When we have mistakes, we never believe that they're there to help us. But they went further and they said when we make a mistake, that what we are doing is that we are saying, we get the opportunity to make that mistake, and what we're saying to ourselves is, okay, we have a chance now to do better, or we have information we didn't have, that's why we made the mistake. And some of these mistakes, really, can we reverse them? Or can we go back and have a do-over? No, in some cases we can't. And our most common mistakes, they said, is falling in love. That's a common mistake. So solo out, somebody is here called Solo Out, Tessa-Marie, beautiful. So glad you're alive, do you think? I'm glad too. This is all brand new on Instagram, on YouTube for me, the two together. Oh, I'm learning technology. Anyway, so yeah, mistakes are there for us to learn from. And they said the most common mistakes that we do is falling in love. And we know, we have seen it. What this song, The Cloud Has Gone, I can see clearly now, you know, that old song. So that's what they're saying that's happening with mistakes. I can see clearly now. And we don't take that seriously. But when we have a mistake, we have information we didn't have. And we're stuck at that time, realizing, hey, we have information in our hand now to fix it. That's what we believe. But can we really fix it? We cannot fix it. The time has gone. It's already finished. So what is that new information they say that we have for us to be successful with? What is that new information? That new information that we have now is that information we need so we do not repeat the mistake. But why didn't they tell us that before? Why didn't people bring us up realizing the information the mistake you made is giving you some information so that you do not repeat the mistake? And do you wonder if that's the reason why we repeat mistakes? Or is it our subconscious mind, which is the actual physical body? That's what people don't realize. That is what it is. It's accustomed to that. It's going to say to you, you go right ahead and do this. You're fine. You've done it before. Look at where it got you. You're okay now. You made a mistake. You broke something. Somebody said something. And now you're okay. You're accustomed to it. So what is the mistake I would make? For example, in my case, maybe I wouldn't wake up early and I need to be awake at a certain time. Is that a mistake? If I don't, everything gets folded back. You know, some things have already left, which is the time. the opportunities to hear the birds first thing in the morning, that has already stopped. They're different now. The energy is different. So what is my mistake? I'm not ready. I'm rushing. The train has left the station, and I'm trying to catch a train that is no longer at the station. Is that a mistake? So what I learned from that is I should be there on time. The train will not last 3 minutes on the platform waiting for us to come. When it says it's going to go. People come to do lives, right? And while they're doing a live, I have been, and somebody said, will you come and do a live with me on Instagram or wherever? And I go, and they say, oh, well, there's nobody here yet. Let us wait for others to come before we start. Then there's one or two people. Well, let's wait a little longer. So are we making a mistake? Yes, we are. Even that is a mistake, because we're not honoring the people that showed up on time. We're telling them, you don't matter. There are more coming. Is that a mistake? If we know we're making a mistake, I found out watching others, it's a mistake. I don't want to hang around and just watching you dilly-dallying, doing nonsense because you're waiting for a crowd. It's a mistake. And that mistake cost you me. I do not go back again. You say you want to do it? No. And I say no, because you do not start on time. And it's a mistake. This time is one of the mistakes. They said love is number one and time is the second one. The big mistake we make in time is that we do not understand when we announce a time, energies that are there to assist us to do things better show up, and you're not there. So it's like you're supposed to receive a thing. You have to give a gift. You have to go somewhere to get an award. They're there to give you the award, but you didn't show up. You think they're going to stand there holding this award until you come? No, they're not. You made a mistake. You were late. You missed the boat. You waited for a crowd for you to start. When you go to properly organized religion, if they're supposed to start at 9, they don't care if you're the only one in that church or in that temple, in that mosque. They start. Because they understand what happens. The speaker gets their energy from the elements, from whatever, the atmosphere. They sent a message. They said, I will be here at this time. And they have to keep it. They'll make a mistake. If they start going at 9, people will say, I'm not going to that church. They never start until 10. So all these type of things are mistakes. And we have to realize the information that we are getting from this mistake is to prevent us from repeating the mistakes over and over. So they said time is the second one. Habits is another one. We know the results if we eat too much. We know how we're going to feel that we ate too much. But yet we go ahead and we eat too much so that we are sick in our stomach. We're not feeling okay. It's a habit to do that, a habit to smoke, a habit to drink. Although we know, this thing is detrimental to our health in the long run. But you think we will stop it? No. We turn around and we continue. And these mistakes, although we realize we're sick, that is the point. What do you do now? I'm sick, I have to stop. So mistakes come, or we get into the situation of making mistakes because they are all giving us information we need for us to be successful in the future. The mistake is not keeping us in the past. The mistake is to tell us, hey, next time, do not go this way. You broke your leg last time. Next time, do not walk on the street and be texting and walking and you end up in the culvert or you strain your ankle. You didn't see the pothole. Next time, when you're driving and you're having a heated conversation, maybe you should pull aside and continue the fight. Next time, do not text while driving because you didn't see the car or in front of you stop or the pedestrian that ran across the street. But this is what they're saying. So mistakes, the strong one they said is love. It doesn't really leave you. The other one is how we do not savor time, although time we know for sure is a non-renewable resource. We have it. You cannot use it. It doesn't stay with you for tomorrow. So time is something that we cannot get back. And then the habits we have that cause us pain. I'm taking a pause to say thank you guys for hanging there. Some people on YouTube and a few of you on and some of you on Instagram. I don't want to put my hand across there to pull up the screen to see who is here. So if it's not moving, who knows why Instagram is not moving? That is why sometimes we have to maybe move to YouTube. But I love doing them both. At the same time, it seems as if it is something that can work. So those of you who are here, I haven't called you my name. I am sorry. I apologize. I don't know. I can't see, and it's not scrolling up like it normally did. It started doing that, and then it stopped. So those of you that are here, I am saying hello, welcome. Thank you for coming to the Morning Blessings. I am streaming from YouTube and Instagram at the same time, and that's why I'm sitting. It's not my favorite way to function. I love to stand and move and do that. So all the regulars, Dawn and Nancy and Betty and Yuko and everybody. I know Stacy and Sue and Lisa is there, and I don't know, please, and Roslyn, forgive me, but this is new. So I'm doing YouTube and Instagram at the same time. So anyway, let us continue with our topic. The topic is that the mistakes that we make is giving us information for us to be successful next time. There is always a next time. Maybe not similar, maybe not exactly. It can't. And you know why the next time can't be a next time? That is because that next time is a time that is different. Our next time is a new day, a new year, a new century, a new time, a new place, a new type of weather. So how can it be the same? And that's what we need to remember, is that our next time is the information that we can say, yes, when I did that, that was the result. So let us look at love, which is early in the morning to do that. I wouldn't go all the way. So you look at falling in love. You fall out of love. You grow out of love. And then you didn't see it coming. Like this, there's a saying, when you come to visit me, something, when you come to live with me, something else. So how do we manage that? How do we know what to do before we go and we commit our love to somebody so deeply? In the early youth, our youth passion controls us. As youth, we cannot wait. We have to go. We are always going. Look at a baby. We're going, and come to the edge of the steps and they're still going, right? So we take that. And that is, of course, in our developing stage. So the mistakes we made when we first fell in love, thinking it was going to be our soulmate, the forever love and all of that. And it turned that it's not that way. So do we need to reflect on that, on the mistake that we made? What did we do? Did we enter into that relationship too soon? What could we have done? One thing I know for sure that we should always do is to seek counsel from self. Too many times we tell others, we ask others, and when they give us the counseling that we need, we take it, not stopping to see that maybe that is not the right person for me. And that is why I always tell women that I coach that are looking for love and expecting a man to come to them. I always say, listen, this is not the 20s and the 30s anymore. You choose. You decide what you're looking for in a person and you make that choice, have it in your mind. So I am telling that young person the mistake that we all had or experienced by observing and being in it ourselves. I'm saying, listen, because they whistle, you do not have to turn. You have to choose for yourself. What are you looking for? Somebody, you have qualities. Somebody criticized me when I did a Thursday live on telling this that women, what are your criteria for a person in your life, for a lover? So it's the same thing for both men and women, and they say that is the mistake. But once you have made that mistake and you're out of it, and you can look or you can muse on it, or you can reflect on it. I like to inflect on it, because when you inflect, you're going inside of you to see, hey, when was it I realized it was the wrong person, the wrong choice? And that is really important for us to know, because the information there will not only keep us from falling in love with a particular kind of person, but maybe watching what we love, how we love. And is it our fault? Are we loving too intently? Are we loving too purposefully? Are we becoming a sacrificial lamb in love? Are we losing ourselves because we're falling in love? Are we now a shadow of somebody? And we have to stop that. So that is the new thing. You inflect. Yeah, in that relationship, I really was the doormat. I chose it. I was a slave. I did everything. It could be both men and women. It doesn't only have to be a woman finding herself in this situation. My father once said to me, when you have a friendship, if you notice you're giving more to the friendship than you're getting back from the friendship, he didn't say love, he said friendship. You have to sit and think, really? Is that working for me? How is that working for me? And that is something we need to understand. So the mistakes we make when we inflect, we need to go back and see where we made the mistake, not where they made the mistake, especially when we make mistakes in love. The blaming of somebody or finding somebody to blame so that we can move forward is wrong. We cannot blame others. Their actions are strictly their actions, and our actions have to be ours. And the only action that can be modified or changed belongs to us. It's really absolutely crazy to have been walking away from a relationship that didn't go well and turning and saying to that person, it's all your fault why my life is such a mess today. No, it's not their fault. It's the choices we made. Our choices and decision determines the life we live tomorrow. The choices we make in the moment determines the life we live tomorrow. And that can be a whole topic by itself. So let us look at time, because time is something that is given us. We get to have the time to do certain things, a certain amount of time to function. It's not less, it's not more. Everybody starts off their day with 1,440 minutes in one day. You don't get less and you don't get more. The thing is, what we do with the time that we have choices. We do things. And when I say to people, live like everyone else now, so you can live like everyone else later. That doesn't work. You have to live like no one else now, so you can live like no one else later. If every moment in time, in those 40 minutes, you have to live uniquely like nobody else lives. So later on, you can live like nobody else does. So you're not copying somebody. You're using your time to give you the style and the life that you desire. You have to choose, because everybody is doing it or everybody is wearing it. Do you have to wear it? Do you have to do it? Can you not walk away from it? Because it is fashionable for you to whatever. I can go to fashion and say it's fashionable to wear miniskirt at 2025. Is it okay? Because there is one person in their 40s, 50s have a miniskirt and you are following that. If she can do it, I can do it. No, that is a mistake. Where are you? You have 14 minutes, just like that person. What are you going to do that is uniquely you in that time? How are you going to live today? The sun is shining. It's not as cold as yesterday. Is it wise for you to move and go for a walk, a half an hour walk? Get out and go for that walk. because you're doing something that is not common, you see, at this time of the year to go walking for 40 minutes or 30 minutes. But keeping those long muscles, that one continuous muscle that runs right down to your toe, working enables you to be able to get out of a chair without doing this, but using those same leg muscles to move. So you're doing things now that is different. Not too many people are doing it. So you're doing it uniquely so that you can live later and be able to get out of the chair without assistance. Time, how you use your time. What are you doing with your time? You have to question it if all you observe is what is going on TV. And even when they speak on TV or radio, whatever you're listening to, you have to remember you're giving time. And I found that out like when I was 51. I was studying for my financial and planning designation. And I would come down and Brian would be just sitting watching CNN and this and that forever. And he said to me, "Oh, you want to?" I know they got paid already. And that's what I would say, no, these people got paid huge salaries to talk that, to say that. That's your job. I have to go study so that I can get paid. That's my job. How I use my time. So choosing not to sit and watch news all day long and people's opinion and saturate your very senses. You're making choices, you're making decisions. They force you to hate and dislike other people. That has nothing to do with anything. You don't know them. But then he would come up, "Oh, this is really? No, I don't want to be chewing human beings I don't know by my emotions and making my pill of emotional prosperity weak and disengage with me." So you stop doing that, how you use your time. So I did it then. And that enabled me to get a better job. It was a funny thing, and I still tell that to people who do not take advantage of it. You're working for a company, and they will give you 25 cents if you invest 25 cents. Hey, that's a win-win. You're already working for them. They're paying you. You take some of your money, you invest in their stocks, and they give you 25 cents. You're using your time there because when you leave, you're taking it with you. They do not have it. They cannot take it. So you have to understand that. So these are the things we have to realize. Do the things now that will enable you to do better or feel better or look better tomorrow. It's always now, the time of now. Choose to do it now. Have you ever decided, if you're always having a shower like me at 6:30 to get into, and you're running late and 5:45 you're getting into the shower, you might end up right through that bathroom window. 6:45 you're trying to get in the shower. Really? You might step into it the wrong way. It's a matter of time. Put your time to work for you so that you make sure you live better. And the third one, they said, is our habit. We all know the habits we should crush. We all know the habits that we should pull up. Do we use it? No, but we make mistakes from those habits. And those habits cause mistake, just like falling in love and not using our time properly, and mistakes for later on. We need to sit and inflect and say, how has that been working for me? How has my action, that habit that I have? There are some people, that get up and they are angry. Every day, they start the day with anger. And if you haven't done that and you come across this person, that energy of anger coming out of them can cause your skin to crawl. People do not realize that you only have this one life to live. There is not a do-over. There is a correction for the future, but you cannot fix that anger that you're dragging with you into every step you take. Even the breath is shortened when you feel yourself with habits that are not enhancing. the person that is constantly using negative habits to start the day. Oh, it's going to be a rotten day. I can just see it already. No, you can't. You're now just in a moment. There's another 12, 20, 12, 23 more hours to go. So stop doing that. We always talk about our habits and you need to change it. No, we need to realign it. The habits we are realigning. When they're sending a rocket to space, the rocket goes off course sometimes. And they have to realign, realign, realign. It's a work in progress. And that is what it is with habits. You're breaking a habit, you fall off the horse. You go back and you say, okay, I know what triggered me to not do it properly today. That is what the mistake, you know what the mistake was. It gives you the information. And now you can take that information and fix that situation in the future. I know if I talk to that person, she's going to bring out the worst of me. Or if she calls me before I call her, she's going to start the conversation and take me down where I do not want to go. I know if I am prepared in a better way because I have the experience from that habit I have of waiting and hoping and trying, using words that are terrible. Somebody, my sister sent me some guy correcting somebody to say how to say library. Well, library. And she said, that is you. And it's not that though. It is not that. It's how you feel when you do this thing. If it doesn't suit you, and if the person is telling me, hey, you are speaking with me, but Tessa-Marie, I'm really trying. When I hear the word trying, and we all use it because we didn't know better, it's a word that makes me feel like I haven't done anything. I haven't taken action. Trying is not saying you're doing. It's not. And hoping means you're sitting on the stoop and waiting for your check to come through and saying, oh, well, I'm waiting for the postman. I need my check today. Really? And that's hoping. What can you do to bring a check that you do not have to sit and wait? And maybe you don't get it. You use your time wisely. You learn. You promote yourself, your company. I always laugh at TD Bank, and I still laugh at TD Bank, and I'm so gracious to TD Bank, and I'm so grateful for TD Bank, and I appreciate having worked with TD Bank. And man, it was not fun working for TD Bank. It wasn't. It was a constant fight because some people do not want to see an aggressive Black woman go anywhere, and that was just what it is. So you think I have any animosity towards them? Those people hired me. They gave me a salary. Then they told me, if you study, I'll pay for what you're studying. And then they told me, after you get the diploma, I will give you more money. Man, that's a win-win. That was using my time properly. I had to break habits of sitting down with my husband to watch TV. So I can do that. So what did I do? I lived like no one else then. So today I live like no one else. That doesn't mean there are not people that did both things and they're living like no one else too. But for me, uniquely, even if we all did the same thing, we made different choices. I do not call them sacrifices. That is another word that should be banned. I made some choices that helped me to be where I am today. And those choices required that I was disciplined, consistent, stay on course, know what I desired, inflect, reflect. How did you do? You be the critic of yourself to enable me to do that. So I know there are others that did that, but the saying is, live like no one else today. So tomorrow you can live like no one else. And when the thing, as we're coming to the end of this, I needed to remember, you live like no one else then. So today you are standing at a vacation spot, a place where you desired to be. Are you giving it the homage it desired? Are you giving it the gratitude that it desires? Are you giving it the time? Okay, so today you plan, you put money aside all your life, and you can winter somewhere warm, and or you can retire somewhere warm. When you feel that hot sun on your face coming from somewhere cold, did you remember to just acknowledge it? If you do not acknowledge it, it will fly away. The opportunity will just go. Is my mom said to me, if we treated each other as harshly as we treat our money and our successes, none of us would have friends. We do not take the time to revel. We don't have to spread it to the street. We do not have to tell it to others, but we need to take the time to acknowledge or revel in the success, the work you put to get this. Revel in it. Sit there and say, yes, I am there. I planned this. And it doesn't take lots of time, and be grateful. Because you see, every mistake we make has a lesson for us. And if we do not acknowledge where we are letting all these lessons go by and they cannot come back. Whatever we do not capture in the moment evaporates. So remember, when you make mistakes in love, with time, or with habit, remember there is something in there for us to learn. If it works, you continue to do it. If you look at successful titans of success, for example, they never stop doing the things that bring them success. Even if they're older, they mightn't do it as well, but they'll keep functioning. If they like a certain sport and they worked hard at it when they were young, they'll be the first person to buy the season ticket because it keeps them going. And that is what we have to learn from. Look at those that never stop doing the best no matter what happened to them. So guys, I'm closing YouTube first so I can go to you on Instagram. So those of you, 5 people on YouTube, Yuko's on YouTube. Hi, Yuko. And somebody sold out. I don't know who you are. And there's, ooh, that's exciting. This is so nice. I don't know how to do it properly. If I should send a thing to Sam going on live on YouTube, but I like that because it gives you 2 opportunities to speak at the same time. Some people do 3, but I don't think I can do that. So I'm saying adios to you guys on YouTube. Thank you, Yuko, and sold out. Acknowledge what you're saying. She said, good morning, beautiful one. So glad you're live. Tessa-Marie, that soul person. I don't know who you are, but you did great. Thank you. Acknowledge our choices versus saying sacrifices is a total mind shift. Very good. Thank you. Yeah, that thing about using words that are killing us and making us feel depressed, we have to stop it. I sacrifice. Somebody tells me I work so hard for my money. Come on. But you dig in ditches every day, 24/7 for years and years and years. That's hard work. But we are taught to say it. And you cannot say the word hard without making your whole body go into a twist and a turn like a pretzel. But if you say, you know what, especially when you're sitting in the moment of where you want it to be, you that's when you think. I say, you know what? When people say to me, "Oh, Tessa-Marie, you have worked so hard," I said, "No, I didn't work hard. I had a plan. I worked purposely. I had a why. Why am I doing this? These 3 human beings need to be sheltered and fed, and a husband need to be supported. Yeah, I had a plan. That was my why. So therefore, I worked for purpose. And I did not work hard. I decided to work purposely smart to the best of my knowledge. So guys, merci beaucoup. You did great. Thank you. Everybody on YouTube, I'm ending the stream. And thank you so much. Let me go see what the people on Instagram did. I love this. Thank you very much. Bye.